rear end replacement on a 2003 Arctic Cat 400i, because the I means independent. Okay. So I wonder if they can see if I stand back that wheel, just lean in.
I think that one's actually worse, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, it's up against the wall, so. Yeah, it's flopping.
good shot.
Yeah. So he's got a new center chunk in this box over here. And Mr. Procrastination has had this box for like 2 years, and I'm getting kind of tired of seeing the full. Oh, it says it's 400i on the front. There we go. Seeing it and not being able to ride it. That's not if he can ride it, it's if I can ride it, right? So, ooh, you even got a broken number plate in there. Check it out. So there's all of our good stuff, used of course, but this is what we're after. These bearing assemblies on the end, or the hub assembly, is what's toast on the old man. So we could either, do you want to swap the entire A-arm?
It doesn't matter. Whatever's easier.
Because you can drop just the,
yeah, that might be easier
right here,
actually,
and
just dropping those.
Okay.
It's according to if these are good on the other end.
Well, we will use your axles.
Okay.
We will put your axles in there, but we will, I mean, we'll use these axles in that one. I mean, because there's no telling what's been done to the knuckles on these with it flopping all over the place. But we should be able to, oh yeah, we're going to have to swap the axles. But we're going to try to leave the, my train of thought derailed. The swing arms and everything. Because those are rusty, and these are rusty, but these are less rusty than yours, but the bushings don't look terrible. So let's get the wheels off, and then we'll go from there. I'm dropping stuff. Oh, floor jack. Yeah, see, that's where the shock mounts on this one. See, this is what a good bear. Hey.
Yeah. Here.
Okay.
Other side.
Yeah, we need the side without the brakes. That one. This is our side. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That was the
Yeah.
opposite side. It's the side.
So don't let the axle fall out from inside there, because it's got knuckles. It'll be a pain to put back together.
Everybody says it's to get this out from there, you have to jerk on it because it's got that little
lock ring.
Lock ring on it.
Yep.
They said, but usually putting them back in isn't as bad.
Oh no, just like a car. Check out this bearing assembly, guys. Look.
Riding much without bearings?
And we drove it.
Oh yeah, it was rideable. Like
Oh yeah, I mean it wobbled like hell, but
it was like four-wheel steering.
I don't think there's anything holding that in but that cotter pin. The bolt's gone. So if I take that off and I pull hard enough, maybe there is a nut still in there somewhere. No, I don't think so.
It's coming out.
Yeah.
Wow.
They just had a cotter pin. Oh wow. Do we have? Yeah.
Yeah, it's got it.
These have. Wow. So I think instead of taking this whole entire assembly apart, guys, we're just gonna swap the hubs, because our control arms and everything are good.
This look good still, the spline and everything look good on it?
Well, we can't. It busted. If you look in here, it's slimy and green. That's all the axle grease blew out of this axle, so we are going to replace where it was rubbing here.
Right here.
It destroyed it. So we really need to replace that axle. So we will get a punch or a chisel and knock that one out. On the other side, we've literally only got 2 bolts. We've got the lower control arm right there, and then the upper right here. We'll take those out, knock them out, and then this whole thing will fall right off. And that's it. And then we're done. So let's get to it. No, that's definitely not any good for anything. Like maybe a door stop. Yeah. Good night. So the new one's on. Look, no wiggle, 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 wiggle. But we do need, well, rip off. But we do need shock bushings because they are gone and they're gonna make noise. But look how straight the wheel is now. No more play. Now we get to do this one. And this is the side that uses the brakes, so if it comes apart like I think it does, we're gonna have to bleed the brakes. Let's see. Oh, and it's mechanical. It's mechanical
Yeah, it's a
brake.
mechanical disc on the rear.
Oh, okay.
Hydraulic disc on the front.
Cool, well, that's a whole lot nicer. This will be just as easy as the other side then, knock on wood. We'll just bust these off, top and bottom. We'll use, I don't know how bad this axle looks. We'll find out once we get it pulled apart. So let's go ahead and get it moved and get this wheel off, see what our damage assessment is. So check that out. Someone literally sawed the nut off the end of the stud for the CV axle. Just clean off. I don't even know. So the rotor on this one looks pretty scored. So we're gonna use the one off the new assembly, which is way over there. I ain't about to walk over there. So let's go ahead and, I've already got the parking brake line and the hydraulic brake caliper off. Messed me all up when I was looking at it at first. I'm sitting there thinking they must have made one with cable driven brakes and then hydraulic. So that it wasn't. I was looking at it wrong. So all the bolts are out. Let's get this one off. Pull that axle out and see what we got once we get it in the light. He's airing up the air tank and it's going to be loud, so we're going to pump this tire up and the front tire's up, and we've got the whole back assembly on and swapped out the brake lines, and I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything, and yeah, that's all done. Here's the old one with the cut off axle nut. It's not quite as shot as the other one was, but we had two, we're replacing two, so now we're all done. You can turn the compressor on. Alright, we'll be back in just a minute. Airing up the tires. It's all back together. And check it out. No flex. Oh, it's so much nicer. I told him, I said it even sits taller. Look at that bad boy. Look how perfect. So much better. Get that brake line in that shot. We'll get some zip ties to put around the edge of that. Now let's get some gas and see if it'll run. Reserve. Engine to run. Of course, battery's dead. Key switch. Forward was on, right?
Forward is on.
And we're in neutral, so
Take this off right now.
in theory,
It should run. But
should. You haven't started it since.
it's been the last time you rode it. It's been a year.
Okay, so about a year throughout the winter. I just threw your battery tender. Alright, let's see. I'm not even gonna be able to pull it, watch.
The lights came on.
What's choke? Which way? Oh, that way, okay. Whoa! Oh! Your turn. Reserve. What that is. Well, you said the lights came on, right?
Yeah.
So that meant that had to have been on.
And it's in neutral. You pushed it.
Well, we rolled it out. Oop.
get some gear.
What? No.
No, I can't.
And it's got mechanical choke, so the choke is on. That's off.
Yeah.
That's on. We might have to put jumper cables on it.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Alright, we'll be back in a minute, guys. We're going to put jumper cables on it. She's been sitting too long. Alright. Lights are on. It's showing neutral. Come on, Econoline. Oh, it burnt. Oh, so close. A little bit of gas. Nope.
She's dead. Burns hard, but
That's what I was thinking. I'm gonna set that.
turn it over to just on gas instead of reserve. I mean,
You can try. I don't think we got enough in it. I think I'm gonna have to go get gas because I can see the bottom of the tank.
oh, can you really?
That little bit we put in it didn't do anything.
Yeah, there's nothing in it.
No, it's one of those, saddle tanks that go over that rail, and I think it's all at that bottom. So we'll go get gas. All right, take 15. Now it's got more gas in it.
Still on reserve.
No, it needs that choke. few minutes and get good and warmed up now that it's got gas.